जय जय हरे हरे बोल। Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining for today's session. So before we start, we do prayers, Mangalacharan. So we'll do a very short Mangalacharan. You can repeat after me if you remember or you know. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. नमा ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So we are in session number 3. So what we did in session number 1 and 2, this is a question for those who have attended the sessions. Session 1, what we have covered? Very nice. The difference between body and a soul. Who am I? Very nice. Anything, any other point that you remember from the... Very nice. The composition of our body. What is meant by gross body? What is meant by subtle body? Subtle body is called Sukshma Sharira. And third one is called the soul. Yeah. And what are the composition? Then what we talked? Theories of all the scientists about rebirth, reincarnation, and near-death experience, out-of-body experience. And then with lot of videos, we understood that it's not just a imagination. There are many examples, case studies documented not by India or Indian scientists, by abroad from US, people have observed these things. So we concluded that topic. Then session 2, what we have covered? Yes, life come from life. Who has created the universe? Is it just a big bang or something big brain is involved around it? And we have observed so many wonderful things in our nature. Fibonacci series. Very nice. Anything else you remember? Chemicals cannot create life. It means in laboratory we cannot manufacture living beings. Then people will ask the question, what about robots? Robots are created in laboratory. Then we give the difference between human and a robot. So what are the difference between a robot? Yes, most important, robot will not grow. It cannot multiply, create another species. Very nice. Yes. No emotions. Like consciousness is missing. That I am sleeping, I am waking, I am having so many thoughts, I want to do this thing, I am happy, I want to do something. So all desires, thinking, willing and feeling, they're coming from the mind. So mind is not present in machines. Yeah. Then in the creation we talked about lot of laws, law of the universe. And we observed when there is a law, there must be a law maker. Without any lawmaker, no law can come. So we see lot of natural law. What are the laws available? Gravitational. Somebody will think father-in-law. There are big strict laws are there. Especially when the mother-in-law is a Hitler kind of personality, then people realize really this law is very, very tough to handle. Anything else than what we talked? Yes, most important. Many people think our ancestors were monkeys, apes. Then we discuss that it is not like this. Even in the Darwin's own documentation, he has observed, he told there are some species available, they are fully human-like. But since these are not fitting in the curve, he removed as an exception. And when we go to our Vedic theory, we understand there was regular time, there is a cosmic inhalation, means pralaya. Pralaya happens, the partial pralaya happens, and that's what people think that something from sky, big meteoroid has fallen into earth and all life species has gone. So this is all part of our the destruction, and destruction is basically a cleaning process. Then after Kali Yuga, then Satyuga will start. So when scientists discover there is a very large intensity earthquake or fire or something has come, so that is a part of that destruction. So some evidences will be there. So we have covered about there is some creation, there is some creator who is creating and is a big intelligent, and we gave the example of lot many insects. What a wonderful way of their IQ is that, how they prepare the things so wonderfully. So after covering all these things, we concluded that there is a something called creator or God who has created this whole universe and is a very, very highly intelligent personality, because our intelligence is also created by him. Now there is a supercomputer. So supercomputer is big or human's intelligence is big? Human intelligence, because human intelligence has created supercomputers. Now who created human intelligence? Yes. So our Upanishad is there, Gopala Tapaniya Upanishad, where it is mentioned, Om Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Akleshta Karine Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine. Is a Lord who gives intelligence. Buddhi Sakshine. Because of the presence of the Lord, human intelligence is activated. Bhagavad Gita also says, Dadami Buddhi Yogam. Lord gives the intelligence through which we can understand the things. So, we did not create this intelligence. It is gifted. Like some child are super intelligent. If you ask multiplication, They'll do very quickly. Some people will just count. Then they'll think here, there. Today I am feeling thirsty. So like this, kids will run away. So when we see there are intelligence available. So the Lord should be supremely intelligent person. And now we're going to cover a most important and very interesting topic, that is law of karma. As soon as people hear the word karma, people feel very uneasy. They'll say, "Arey, law of karma is there." Some people they say all imaginary. Just to set the something they have created some law. So today we'll discuss, is a long session, we'll divide into parts. So we'll cover very small portion so that we understand. So we do not want to hurry and cover everything in 45 minutes. We want to do it in a way that you can all understand. So all our session is basically, the presentation is coming from His Grace Radhe Shyam Prabhu. He is the president of ISKCON Pune, and we are very much grateful to him for providing such a wonderful content. It is a lot of people involved in this to create such an amazing presentation. It needs lot of facts, it needs lot of evidences to tell. So it is a very researched material. So we are very much grateful to Prabhuji, and we'll start our session like this. This is our journey. Everyone wants happiness. Mohit, give me water. So everyone wants happiness. Now different levels of happiness are there. So we will try to see. Yes, I will take some water. ना थोड़ा एकदम कुछ आ गया. Yeah. So we are all looking for happiness. From where we find the happiness, there are levels. So I'll ask questions to you. What makes you happy? If we put here, there, physical means physical objects. Someone wants bike, Arnold. Someone wants car, objects. Anything else that makes us happy? House, Bangalore 2 BHK is too small. Clothes, shopping, gold, gold mine. I saw one lady full wearing lot of gold. People are there, gold mine. So much gold is there. Then we'll take some more examples. Hmm? Yes, online is coming through YouTube. Just see. Yeah, so people are also kids, chocolates, hot chocolates, ice cream, toys. Now a lot of toys are coming. Video games. Wow. Kids can tell more. Play area. Yes. All virtual play. painting. So that is all mental level, where we do not need much physical objects, but we feel happiness if you do something like this.
What about dopamine? Will it come if we drink
Coffee.
we have
Coffee.
we have sweet?
Ah.
Will it is dopamine?
Ah.
Is it mental or physical? It's mental, right?
It is physical.
Dopamine is inside head. How is it?
Physical means which is related to body. Mental means related to mind. So when it is a physical, everything which is not mental and above is considered physical. So dopamine will come always whenever you feel something enjoying tendency. It is a part of that. That is what will give a sense of happiness. Then like some people play, some people like to see others play. Yes. Some in different parties are there. Yes. There are so many adventurous games. Eh? Different kind of jumpings. Out of fashion only, people want some attraction from others. So out of fashion, they will do something very, very unique. Especially when we see T20 matches, we'll see different kind of cheer crowd that will make people attract suddenly. So this is all about mental kind of happiness. Then third one, intellectual. What it is? When people solve complicated problems, then they feel sense of pride. Yes, I did it. Any examples? Huh? Su- Sudoku. People who file patent. Oh, he's an inventor. When we feel there is an invention done, people feel very, very different. What they think? Yes, I am something. Not everyone can do. I did something amazing. So that sense, that is at intellectual level happiness. And when we see Western countries have observed all these kind of happiness. Everything is there. But what is the problem? They are not happy. They become much more distressful. So amazing defense system is there. Cassettes. Amazing technology of communication is there. With all these things, still there are people who are very, very unhappy. You see some examples here. What example is showing first? Eh? More work-life balance. Very good. Then second one, stress. Too much stress. Wife is saying,
You're not giving me time.
yes, that is most important. Common problem with all the software people. Working people, that is even much better word. Mataji's realization. Third one, multitasking. I'll do one computer is not happy and take two computers. Then serious bug, not able to connect, trying to solve the problem. Then you can see the person saying something. Work pressure. Eyes are coming out. Then what is there? Ah, he is about to die. Still, he says there's a one problem to solve in office. Some people say very loyal, but he do not know that he thinks is a very critical person in the company. But company don't think like this. For company is another resource. Even CEO goes away, still the company will continue. People think if CEO goes, what will happen? Nothing happen. Life will go on. If CEO can be replaced, what about a tiny manager, senior manager, director or VP? So it is our perception. Okay, I am very critical. If I am not working, whole company will stop. That is what we think. So with all these things, still we see people are not happy. So we are trying to find what is the root cause. Because we are searching happiness only at physical or at mental or at intellectual. We are just concentrating happiness around these levels. And if we do like this, we are not better than animal, because animal have access to something similar kind of happiness, specifically the physical objects. So what makes different is our spiritual happiness. When we do service to others, we get a lot of happiness, and that is very unique. That is very different. By doing prayers, by doing pranayama, or doing something spiritual, doing something out of a gratitude or out of service attitude, if we do something, that kind of happiness is unbelievable, supremely satisfying to heart. Like if we are very much hungry, we are about to eat. Now one beggar comes. I am very much hungry. Beggar is coming, he is also hungry. Now two options are there. One option is eh? Give some and eat. Very nice. And there is no option like this. So either give fully or take fully. Too many buckets are coming, so go away. So if we eat, we'll get a happiness because our hunger will be satisfied. But that happiness will be in physical level. But instead of we eating, we consider that the person is much more hungry and the person gives then. Now he is not eating, but he is getting a satisfaction. We have not taken the food, still we feel happiness. Why? Because of spiritual level. So when we serve in the temple, we do not expect. We simply serve the things, we feel so much happy. Because the level of the happiness is very different. And when we go into deep part, we understand our core nature is to serve. More we do service, more we feel happy. That's where when we do little seva, we feel so much satisfied. Otherwise, all people are running for their own enjoyment. There are few people who try to serve others. So that is what is called spiritual level of happiness. But people have forgotten this spiritual level of happiness, and they are all focusing on getting more objects, trying to do something to make their mind happy, or try to do something that makes intelligence happy. So once we know our core nature is we are soul, that we discuss in session 1. So since we are a soul, Our nature is spiritual. People think, what we will do with the spirituality? It is a matter of the old age. Why I should invest my time now? But as soon as we realize spirituality is our core, that's where from very early age we should do spiritual activities. And these activities will make us truly satisfied. More we enjoy materially, more we become dissatisfied. We want something, we get it, now we want more. We got more, again we want one more. So that is what is the nature of this problem. That there is a tendency of material enjoyment that they do not satisfy our heart. But spiritual, it satisfies us. So that's where we are trying to understand our core nature and then what kind of happiness we should strive for. Then now will come very interesting discussion point. Somebody told man is a social animal. Now we are saying there's a difference between a human being and animal. So what is the difference? They cannot talk.
They can communicate, but they cannot talk.
They can communicate. Finally, the way of talking is to communicate something in a proper way. And communication is very perfect. How we saw so many ants were communicating to make the things in a right way. They are all very nicely communicating and coordinating. They have unity, we do not have unity. Our neighbors are not supporting us. Rather, they will create troubles to us. Yes, very high level of. Yeah. So when we see humans, there's a difference about spirituality. That they can inquire by doing something, I am happy. By not doing something, I am not happy. Why? So humans can question, can inquire, okay, what is the problem? How to solve that problem? So it talks human being, the intelligence has to be utilized for the spiritual perspective. So when we see how our human being intelligence can be utilized, nobody want to be unhappy. But there are some agents that will give you trouble and make us unhappy. Any examples? Pain, bodily pain, diseases. We want to be happy, but somehow or other, we cannot be happy. Relatives are very, very big trouble. Huh? Yes. So what make us unhappy? We identify, oh, these are the things that make us unhappy. So we should try to solve. Now say, now relatives are making us unhappy. Now relatives, we cannot leave them. What to do? So at least we should put our endeavor how to solve this problem. So there is a approach, there is a way to move forward. So you should ask what is cause of this suffering. Lot of vaccines were developed. Why? They identified because of this bacteria this problem happened. So they tried to solve that suffering. Similarly, all humans should inquire why I am suffering, from whom and why, and can I solve that problem. Second, to inquire What is the purpose of our life? Why we have come here? We did not come randomly. We are all sitting here. It's all connection of the Lord who made us to come in this way. It is not random. And actually, whatever looks like random is not random. Bhagavad Gita says, Mayyadhyakshena prakratiha suyate sacharacharam. Under the supervision of the Supreme Lord, nature creates, activates everything. So meeting with person is not by chance. They all have some contribution and some role to play in our life. So when we realize the hands of the Lord, we can make that contribution more effective. Third one. What is the third one? Can you repeat?
To organize our life with God and nature.
Now people are returning to organic farming. We will fast paced life, we want fast food. Now they realize all the problems of that one. Now they are trying to go back to the basics. We want to go to environment which is pollution free. Initially we were very nicely in a village. We struggled, we come to for job, we come to Bangalore, then we realize there's too much problem here. Better to go back. Because when we connect with the nature, when we connect with Lord, we feel much more satisfied. That's where the intelligence has to be applied how to make harmony with nature. And the fourth one, to attain eternal happiness. The happiness that's we in this world is all temporary. We are hankering for something, we got it. With few minutes, few seconds, that enjoyment will be gone. As soon as you eat the first gulab jamun, all dopamine is over. Second gulab jamun will not have that much taste. Third one, okay. Fourth one, not more required. So the happiness that we see in material world is temporary. But the happiness that derives from the spiritual part is infinite. More we serve, more we feel happy. So it is beyond dopamine. Dopamine have a very limited time of secretion. After that one, no enjoyment. But the service attitude make us so happy. Like we meet some old friend, very close friend, we talk about Lord, we talk about devotees, we feel so much happy. For hours we can talk. Why? Because it is a spiritual in nature. And we ourselves are spiritual. So that's where the spirituality is our core, and we do spiritual activities, we make us happy, which is permanent. That's why we are accumulating. Why? Because you feel a sense of happiness, and that happiness is not based on anything material. It's not based on selfishness. Otherwise, people invite to someone's house. They'll question, what's there? Why they are asking us to come? I think they may be part of MBA. So initially they'll talk very nicely. Afterwards say, I have an agency. I have a LIC agent. Something or other will come. And they'll, oh, that's why you are calling me. But when we come to spirituality, the core motive is to serve. Serve all together to the Lord. In this way, there is no selfish motive. Then people will connect heart to heart. And that connection make us happy, make us joyful. The life becomes so happy. And we need examples. Otherwise, we everywhere see It's all, even brothers also, the relation is reducing and it's just all about selfishness. What property I will get, how much percentage he will get, why he will get less or more, why I should get more. All such questions will come because the relation, the core part of the any relation is the service. If that reduces, the relation will become very, very dry. Any relation between a son or a mother, between husband and wife, any relation we take, if the service attitude is reduced, that relation become superficial. But as soon as service attitude is increased, the relation becomes very, very spiritual. Because that relation is not based on any selfish motive. It is based on service, which is the core of spirituality. So when we do service attitude, our relation and flourishes, it nourishes and makes us happy. So that's where we should strive for such kind of happiness. With this, I will pause here. We'll cover all these things in our next slide. So if we have any question, we can take one or two questions. Is very important because once we understand what kind of happiness you are looking for, we will strive for that one. Now I like the bike, I will strive for that bike. So as soon as the enjoyment I see, it will make me happy, we'll strive to do for that. Similarly, we understand spiritual is very, very essential. So when we do spiritual activities, we feel joy. So once we understand this is what kind of happiness I am looking for, then automatically what we will do? We will take the time out. We will not say, today my relative is coming, so I will not attend Bhagavad Gita class. Why? Because people see a value in it. This is something that makes me happy in the spiritual level. And that's where people strive to join such programs. And they will not find some excuse not to come. They'll happily come. Wow, such an amazing thing because we are all learning, we are all growing, and we are making our life much, much better. Okay, we'll pause here. There are so many things to cover, but we'll take it some other day. So, any question? Yes.